Hello everyone, what's up? It's Moochie's back here, and we are not a normal episode. It's more of a redstone tutorial. I like doing these. I've done a few before, but this today is an automatic nether nether portal. So it goes on and off for you without it's it's not really necessary because I don't know why you would want it, but the nice thing about it is the sound is nice not to have. So you can see it puts it on for you. You can go on in. I'm in creative, so it's not gonna take that long. You can go back out, and when you're walking out, you just walk over this, and it's off. So it's basically what happens here is I'll show you the wiring. It's fairly compact. It's not that big, but basically what's happening here is this right here is a double pulse. It's a very compact double pulse. It's using this, and it goes back twice, sending out a redstone signal, which goes to this dispenser, sending out two signals saying put the lava out, put the lava in, and the lava, this right here is just a simple flint and steel in that dispenser. Here I can show you flint and steel, and then this right here is a lava bucket, and this is my model example. This is like the last one I built. I was experimenting with quite a few, and I have this right here, which is even you can put flint and steel, and then it automatically, every single time it goes away, it automatically dispenses a new one in, so it's always keeping it updated. And so that's really nice. It'll always have flint and steel in there. It's very, very compact. Like over here, you can see this is actually the entire design, and it's 4 by I believe 2, 4, 6, 7, and 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 4 by 7 by 8. So it's very small, and the 8 is just including the nether portal too. And it's all the nether portal's inside that, and it's just And this is like all the blocks that are absolutely necessary except for the wool. Right here, this is all the blocks that are absolutely necessary and what they need to be in the smallest it can be. This is like another refined version I built. Over here was my first version that I was messing around with, and I got buttons, and then these little lights go on when you light it, and then turn it off. And I just had some wiring set up here, doing some fun stuff, and this is a little bit less compact, but it's fairly big. And I just check this out. Remember when redstone used to look like that? I just put stairs right here, as if you can see right there, stair, and then it goes over that. But let's see. So right over here is with the buttons. It's a little bit smaller than the pressure plates because it's doesn't need to have wiring going underneath it. It's just right there, and you can put the double pulse right here, which is pretty small, and the button just goes right here. You would have a harder time doing the hopper system, but you could just do it right here anyways, like put a hopper right here with a chest like this, not like that, like this, and like that. See, that could also work for the flint and steel, and you put this in there and then just automatically go into this dispenser. So this right here is the smallest version, but it does have buttons, so it's kind of annoying. You gotta go press it. And this wooden, I want to say, is mandatory. It's because it's the wooden is actually, no, it's not mandatory. What was I thinking? I thought the mandatory was wooden was mandatory. Is it mandatory? Let's see. I'm gonna test this out. No. Okay, so the double pulse does work. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that, because the double pulse should not work without a wooden button here, because this, if you can see, turns this off. Oh, yeah, this needs to be a wooden button. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That does need to be a wooden button. Just by the way. Okay, we should need to update this really quickly. Yeah, it needs to be a wooden button, because in order for this to go back and forth twice, it needs to have the same pulse. And if you can see, wooden button is a little bit longer than a stone button pulse. You should probably know this by now, but if you press a stone button, it's a lot longer actually. It's pretty noticeable. But yeah, crap. Says that needs to be a wooden button. I don't know about pressure plates. I don't think pressure plates are affected, but if they do, that's gonna be a problem too. Sorry about the background noise there. No, they're the same. Okay. So yeah, so in order for the double pulse to work, you do need a wooden button on that side, because if you have a stone, you can see what happens. So I'm gonna show you how to build this, and we're basically gonna copy off this side and see what happens. And so yeah, first thing you're gonna need to do is find yourself a 4x7x8 space, and you're gonna need 2 of these guys for this another portal. So I'm gonna grab myself the materials I need here. Building block of your choice. You can also use half slabs. Got redstone. I'll just need a repeater and one of these guys. I'm not gonna have enough inventory space, but I'll also need one of these guys and one of these guys, and then that's all, and a hopper. So let's start building this, and we're gonna build it. Check out that, that's pretty awesome. We're gonna go ahead and build it right next to this, right over here, but this time we're gonna build it above the ground. Although I'm actually gonna try to build it in the ground just to show you what it kind of looks like. So let's see. We're gonna make this even with the ground. So we're gonna set down another portal first of all, and you do want to chop out these bottom blocks. Just there's one that you definitely do need chopped out, but there's like one that you don't need chopped out. So I just like to make my nether portals like that. It saves you a little bit of obsidian. So then you want to lay down your floor, and we're actually going to make the floor out of half slabs. So you might want to choose a block that you can use half slabs with. But this right here is important. That needs to be a regular one, and that needs to be a regular one. So yeah, so those need to be regular. And then you put your pressure plates like this. Actually, we're going to reverse it because that's how I had it over there. So we're going to have our pressure plates like that. And so this will be your floor, and that'll be off, and that'll be on. Now you want to put your whatever your block is going to be behind here, like this. And you're going to come up front here and look at it and knock out this bottom block and this top block, and replace those with dispensers, like that. Then you're going to go and find yourself a lava bucket, put that in the top dispenser. Go and find yourself a flint and steel, which I believe is right there, and put that in the bottom bucket dispenser. So that's right there is your basic setup. Now here, just make this a little bit more fancy. We're gonna go ahead and do that so I can walk up to it. Okay. Now you're gonna come around to the back here. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated. So what you can do right here is I'm gonna build this not like this, but I'm gonna build it more like this, but just with these building blocks on here. But you don't have to have it. You can have it like that. You don't want, if you want to see the redstone behind it, you can have it. But this is gonna be all totally concealed. And yes, it does need to be a 4x4 tunnel, because if not, the redstone will connect underneath. But yeah, you just come out here like that. So now you have a step down, and you can place redstone on both of those, just simply like that. Then you're going to want to come up and just set a step sideways from those, like that. Place redstone on top of that. Then you're going to want to come over here, place redstone, a repeater. I'm doing this backwards, by the way. And then you're going to want to place another redstone, come down like this in a step. So it's going to be 1, 2. Place redstone on both of those. Then come down, dig yourself out a little tunnel. And you're going to have a repeater, a comparator, and then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a hopper. And what I would do is I would go like this, place a block down, place your hopper down, go get rid of that block, and place the hopper facing the other one. Now just pick any block of your choice. I'm going to use a dispenser in this case, and you can see it's giving out redstone signals right now, and just picking that up, putting it back, picking it up, putting it back, picking it up, putting it back. I'm going to take that out right now just so it doesn't spread lava everywhere. But now what we need to do is we need to place a block right there above that, and grab ourselves a redstone torch and place that like that, and that'll stop it right here, so it won't let it go because it's giving it a pulse. Now what you want to do is just go under this block right here and place just a little bit of redstone right there. Now this will allow this to set out a double pulse, and you've got this double pulse system set up. So that's that first one. And now we can put this back in here because this will automatically set up the double pulse. So that's the easy part. Now we're going to go ahead and head over to this wooden part right here, which is fairly simple. It's just simply underneath this wood, you want to do this, redstone like that, and then redstone up like this. Put a block right there with the redstone torch underneath the dispenser, like that. And now it should be fully functional, actually. You can see. And yeah, so this right here is the most compact version. I did actually modify it a little bit to make it more speedy. Right here, like I showed you, and this right here, you can see how fast the Nether portal comes on compared to this one where it takes a while. What's going on here is I just simply did this, put another redstone torch right there, and that way this turns this one off, because what's happening without that is it's powering this block, turning off the redstone torch, and now when it comes back on it triggers it. This right here is powering it off, which powers it on immediately. So you can see it, you can see how fast that tick came out. So it's a lot faster if you want to put that torch down there, but that's completely optional. If not, just simply take this out, put a redstone right there, and it still works. It's just a little bit slower, and then that all works out if you just want to put that back. So that right there is simply the quick Nether portal system. It's fairly simple. I expect you to rewatch part of this video because I went through it pretty quickly, but it's I don't know what to explain. I was gonna say I'll explain some of it, but you can take out these blocks here if you don't want them. Take out all these blocks. None of these are necessary. Yeah, and that's right there is pretty much the guts of what's going on. Oh, that one we did need. Let's see. Yeah, so that guy's right there is this quick and easy automatic Nether portal system. I mainly would use it just to get rid of the annoying sound of another portal while you're near it, but it's completely optional. You don't need to do it in your base. It's just for fancy stuff. And right here, I'll show you how I did these lights. Basically, I have this little system right here. It's a climbing elevator, and this powers this off. And then this redstone just connects to right here. And then this right here is like the system where that has the flint and steel in there. And that just powers off this torch, powering this off, powering this on, and just sending out a redstone signal. Over here on this side, what I did is I moved really slowly there. That was strange. I didn't know sprinting is broken in this version of a snapshot. But this is 1.5 because it uses the comparator, but it can work on 1.5 and above. Even the snapshots, like that. If you can see right now, I'm running the latest snapshot. Right here, what I did is I just ran this right off the redstone torch, turned this off, and it does the same exact thing. And those are the lights, and then these big bulky things are to contain the lava on the other side. And this is just kind of like a on and off. And you could probably hook this up with a pressure plates too if you wanted, just to do something fancy. But guys, one last thing I want to point out. This has nothing to do with related. It's a T flip-flop. Interesting thing about this T flip-flop. This way, the T flip-flop does not work, pointing this direction. But working this way, it does. And where you'd run the redstone signal is off right here. You can see right there. And off, on, off, on. But this way, it does not work. So I don't know what that's about. It doesn't update that piston fast enough. I have no idea why. That's just another interesting thing. As always, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Yeah, I'm enjoying some of this redstone stuff lately. I don't know why. I just like messing around, and then Sunshine already came up with this, but it's fairly compact and it'll fit in a very small space. Just to have like a fancy Nether portal if you want to add to your base and be like, show off to your friends, be like, I'm great. But as always, guys, it's Moochie's going away now. So as always, guys, goodbye. Get down. Who's in the